Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 5 tips and tricks to box fights. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. First thing I'm going to be showing you guys today is the Mongo Classic. And most people, I bet that almost all the people seeing and watching this video have seen it before. But I bet you that not all the people watching the video know how to do it consistently. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you how to do right now. So if you have confirmed add-on release, then ignore this part because I have a method for you to do it. Because regular keyboard and mouse players that don't have confirmed add-on release, they can just hold down their mouse button, confirm their edit, but I can't since I'm on confirm add-on release. And then I have to take my finger off the mouse button and then put it back on to hold it. And it might sound not that hard. It's like, oh, it's fast enough, you're placing the stair. But the thing is, if they're turbo building, you're not gonna get the stair. Like if they're just sitting in a box turbo building after you tried it, and then after you take their wall and then edit it, you're not gonna have enough time to take their stair. And so what you do is regular keyboard and mouse players, you just edit a wall, place a stair, edit it, shoot them. Simple. And yeah, but for people with confirmed add-on release, there's a special bind that makes it a lot easier. And if you go to place building, then just set a second, then you know how you have your left mouse button? Set your second one to right mouse button and then apply it. So then after you apply it, when you hold down your right mouse button, then you won't have to place it with left click. So after you place your wall, edit it, if you have your stair out, it'll just place automatically. Like, I'm holding my mouse button right now. It might take a little bit getting used to, but like, trust me, it's worth it. 'Cause without it, it's a bit harder. I mean, it's just easier to be more consistent with it. Because if you don't, if you just make it a habit of holding down your mouse button, or your right mouse button, when you're in box fights, or when you're doing a Mongo Classic, just trust me, it will make your life easier. And that is about it for the Mongo Classic. Let's get right on to the next tip. Okay, so for the next tip, I'm going to be showing you guys a sneaky little exploit. And this only really works when your opponent is sitting in a box, and you are up here. You have to be like on the top of their box, like up here. And basically what you do is you place 2 walls on a corner. So I wouldn't recommend going on the box, because if they're fast, they could just edit you down and pump you in the face, like that. But I mean, it's really your preference. If you know that your opponent's not that fast, then you could just go on top of it. Personally, just the safer way is to just place 2 walls over here and not from the inside, and then have to jump out. But your choice. So place 2 walls like this on any corner, then edit a door right here and a door right here, and then open both of them like I just did. And basically what you're doing is then you can just easily take your opponent's builds. And the reason why it's so easy is because if they try and go for an edit play, it's so hard to shoot you through the door without hitting the door. Like, in arena, sometimes people do this on me, and I'm just like, I'm dead because I can't shoot them. But they have the easiest shot in the world on me. And yeah, that's just, and then once you, if you want, once you edit these two, you can just place a cone inside their box. And then just, like, and then reset, and I just edit down, pump them. But yeah, that's basically it for this little box exploit for taking your opponent's builds. Let's get right on to the next tip. Okay, so this next tip is a bit more complex, but basically the way that you do it is you go, let's say this is only really useful in wagers unless the people that you're just fighting in like arena are super competitive. And basically the way that this works is let's say you're camping a right-hand peak and sitting in a box waiting for them to do something, and they're in a box right over here. They're just boxed up, sitting right there. And what you do is, if you want to just get a really easy shot on them, you get the wall low, and then right once it's really low, or once it breaks, just take it. And then you don't have enough time to do the edit unless you're like a raider, like he does, because he's insane. But then what you'll do is, once you take their wall, you can just jump and edit these 6 tiles, and this is literally the easiest shot. Because most of the time they don't realize that you take their wall. Like if I'm sitting in a box, camping, I'm sitting in a box, just looking through, seeing this edit, I'm probably not going to notice if you try and take my wall. Because most of the time I'm going to be turbo building it, and I'm through a cone, so I'm not going to notice. But if you can master this and get that edit real fast, it's gonna definitely, it's gonna like confuse some people. So yeah, that's basically it for the third tip. Let's get right on to the fourth. Okay, so for the fourth tip, what you're gonna want to do is, this is probably the easiest thing you'll ever learn how to do from this video, or you'll see from this video. Basically all it is that. You can literally place a cone inside your opponent's box. And the way that this is done is, I'm gonna mark the middle of my wall. Here, I'll just mark it right over here. Okay. If I'm looking at the middle of my marker, I can't place a cone, but if I go down, if I just keep looking down, then I can place a cone through their wall. And then most of the time, people are too busy holding their wall, and they're like, this catches them off guard. And it also works with ramps. So if you want, you can rotate the ramp. Like, if you really want to go for the 200 IQ play, what you could do is, let's say they're sitting on a ramp in their box, and somebody's spraying them from the side, and like you're in an arena, or you're playing box fights, and somebody's third-partying them, and they break their ramp. What you could do is, let's say somebody's getting they're getting sprayed from over here. So some guy's just chilling in a box, spamming them with their AR. I don't have an AR for some stupid reason. So then they would be on a ramp like right here, or just wherever they could be. If their ramp gets broken, you could just rotate the ramp and just replace it, and then you could go and then just pressure into their box, flip it, and then pump them or something. Honestly, you could do whatever you want, but like, and you can also pre-edit the cone like this and get it in there and just confuse the heck out of people. Like, trust me when I say this is really confusing. But yeah, that's basically it for the fourth tip. Let's get right on to the fifth and final tip of this video. Yeah. For the fifth and final tip, this one's also pretty simple. All you do is, this one's like, at the beginning, I got this tip from Clicks, and at the beginning of I quote, at the beginning of a wager, a lot of people love to use a lot of mats. And he said that you could just camp a right-hand peak and just spray at them until they're like really low on mats. And then you have all the mats in the world because you're camping a right-hand peak. And basically the way that you do this is, it's the simplest thing in the world. You edit this right-hand little corner, and then you edit a cone. And the reason you put the wall is so that you can't just easily break the cone. And also you could put a wall over here in case you're playing FFA box fights or you're in arena or something. But literally, I could be like behind it, like, and they can't shoot me because I got the right hand peek, but I could shoot them. Like, I'm practically shooting directly through the pyramid. But that's about it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you use these tips, win a lot of wagers, win a lot of box fights with your friends. And yeah, that's about it from me. See you in the next video. Peace.